So as you can see on this video, the beginning of my week was pretty rough. I just didn't have it on Sunday, was doing snatch focused, missing all over, getting frustrated, clarking lifts, whatever. So I took 2 days off, came back to it on Wednesday, and lowered the weight a little bit, of course, and it went pretty good. There's some videos. I didn't get a chance to put a video out on Friday, so this is kind of last week and today's session that's going to be in this one. But I think, something I tried to focus on this week, especially today's Monday session, was, well, first off, I wanted to get some sessions in a singlet because I haven't done weightlifting in a singlet at all, ever. So I did this day, and this is my old powerlifting one. And then I got a new one that I used on today's snatch session, which you'll see in a bit. But something that I've been trying to work on, as the intensity has been ramping up, is getting focused when the time is necessary for it. I don't know if I necessarily rely on music or rely on situations or whatever, right? But when the time comes on the platform, not that I'm trying to sound like a hard ass or anything, but I gotta be able to focus and just do it. Don't lose the tightness in my core. Be aggressive the whole way up on the snatch or in the jerk, right? And you can see with some of these that I had some misses. This is my Friday session, the heavier day. But I was able to get some good makes at my working weight, which was about 90 kilos for the snatch. And actually, I went up to, I had a miss and a make at 205, which is 93 kilos. And then I had a make at 98 kilos, which is about 215-ish. Actually, it was 97. Sorry. Regardless. But a couple things that showed me that I can still hit those. My best ever is 100 kilos, and that was at, at least 3 or 4, 5 kilos heavier body weight. So that's really reassuring. I was able to get a really nice rep of a clean and jerk at 116, which I've done recently, but not consistently by any means. And then I did attempt 125 for a full clean and jerk, considering my last couple weeks. And at this point on this Friday, I had lifted for 4 straight days because of that bad first session of the week. And I think the fatigue was finally starting to get to me at that point, which is fine. But I attempted it, which showed me that in the right circumstances, adrenaline, and all those things, right? I think I can probably get that, which is cool. I mean, I can't really complain about that. I'm still having some issues with my jerk lockout, but I'm trying not to focus on that as much as I was, because that was just becoming mentally debilitating, right? So back to the focus, no pun intended, of the video, is that, this Monday session, I wouldn't say it started off, today's Sunday, this week's snatch session, I wouldn't say it started off like the previous weeks where it was pretty bad, but I found myself again missing those cues, not pushing fully off the floor with my feet, not staying as aggressive as possible at the bottom of the snatch, right? So after I believe my second set of doubles here, I was like, you know what? I'm sick of missing. I don't want to drop the weight because I did last week. So I turned my music off. I stopped going on my phone, and I just before every rep, I was trying to tell myself, focus, dude. You have to focus. It's you against the bar, right? And on the second reps of all these, I still had a miss or two, whatever, right? Yeah. On the second reps, I could really feel it burning in my quads. And I was trying to tell myself, and this sounds kind of dumb saying out loud, but I have to listen to me, not my legs, right? So after this miss, I was able to come back and have a really good last set, which I think this is it. But you know, obviously I've never done a weightlifting competition before, so I can't tell you what that's like necessarily, right? But I figure it has to go something along the lines of I have to be as focused as possible, locked in. I can't worry about my surroundings because that's going to be out of my control, right? Maybe I don't get the best sleep the night before. Maybe I'm sick. I don't know, right? Hopefully none of that happens. But I just got to figure it out and focus. Like on these 2 reps here, this double, those are both that I probably would have just quit on. But I saved them because they were going back. And then I had another one, which I didn't show here, where I had to run it off the platform, and that was only my first rep. So I had to bring it back, set up again, and do another low hang snatch. So I'm going to try to keep that mentality moving forward, just focus, I might not need to go to the extreme of turning off the music and, not talking to people or talking to myself on the platform or whatever, but that's what I'm trying to do. If you have any tips for that, what do you do to focus yourself up whether you really need a lift or you're really trying to work on your technique, let me know. I'd love to hear it. So either way, intensity is starting to ramp up. I'm on week 8 of 11, so only a couple weeks left before that competition in October. And so far I've stayed healthy. That's all I can really be that's the main thing I can be thankful for. I'm really thankful for the lifts. I'm at almost 10 pounds. I actually have to gain some weight at this point. Almost 10 pounds less body weight, and I'm hitting the same numbers, if not a little better. So I'm really thankful for that, and like I alluded to in my last video, I'm proud of myself for that. So yeah, if you have any tips for how do you focus up in the moments when you need it, let me know. But thanks.